Okay, so today we're going to make raspberry granola bars. I have my tin ready here with my baking paper, just like we did for the flapjacks, and I'm going to put my oven on at 175 degrees if you have fan assisted, or 190 if it's not fan assisted. Okay, so we need for the granola bars, first thing we need is we need a cup of chopped hazelnuts. You can also use pecan nuts or almonds if you like. So I'm going to just roughly chop them. Hopefully they don't end up all over the floor, Katie.
I'm not confident that they won't.
So just roughly chop them. You can also, if you want, you could put them into a plastic freezer bag and bash them with a rolling pin to break them down. I'm just going to very roughly chop them. And raspberry granola bars, they're great for your lunchbox. And like the flapjacks, you can actually put them in a plastic container and they'll keep for a week or even 10 days in the fridge. You can have them for breakfast as well. Very nutritious. And this recipe is kind of a sweet, salty kind of a recipe with a little bit of salt in it, and they're really nice. So, hazelnuts are not easy to chop, Katie. You could also, if you have a blender, you could actually throw them in your your food processor and just break them down in that. This is the last of the 6 videos that Clive would have notified you about, but we have another 2. If you just keep an eye on the Facebook page, they'll be added up sometime next week. And the extra 2 we're going to do cupcakes and brownies. So if you want to carry on with the cooking, you should have enough ingredients in your food packs that were sent out to you to make brownies and cupcakes next. All the nice things, Katie is actually there, in case anybody thinks that I'm talking to an imaginary Katie. She's there, she's just pretending she's not. Aren't you, Katie? See, now she won't answer.
I'm here.
You look like a crazy lady.
No, I'm here. The camera's just floating. There's like a ghost.
And thanks again to Katie and Eva for all the work they did on editing and uploading videos for us. Nearly a pro now, Katie.
Nearly.
Oh, well, sorry, you're a pro. You're an amateur pro, is that what this?
Yeah.
Would that do?
I'll accept that.
So you want them fairly well chopped because you don't want big chunks of hazelnut in it. Should do that. Here's some I prepared earlier, shouldn't I, Katie?
Take less time.
You always wanted to say that. Here's some I prepared earlier. Mind your fingers when you're chopping. If you have a nut allergy and you're not putting nuts in, that's fine. They turn out perfectly well without them. But what I would do is I would add some extra porridge oats, just so your mixture's not too wet. She's making some mess here, Katie. baked. Nearly there. This. We'll throw that into our mixing bowl. And into that we're going to add 1.5 cups of plain flour. And 1.25 cups of porridge oats. Like I said, if you're not putting nuts in, you could actually add 1.5 cups. But if you have nuts in, 1.25 cups of porridge oats. I'm going to add 1/3 cup of soft brown sugar. A cup of caster sugar. These are really, really easy to make. The chopping the hazelnuts is probably the hardest part. A teaspoon, actually, sorry, 1/2 teaspoon. Half a teaspoon now. 1/2 teaspoon of salt, just your ordinary table salt. And 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda or bread soda. Okay, so the last day, bread soda can be little tiny lumps in it, so I always break it down the back of my hand like that with the back of the spoon. And throw it in. Now, there are all our dry ingredients. I'm going to mix them up together. Good mix, make sure everything's. And then to that, we're going to add a cup of melted butter. So that's about 6 ounces of butter. Just going to melt it in the microwave there.
You nearly could have said, here's one I made earlier.
I nearly did, I didn't even on the occasion. I'm actually just going to get a fork and mix that with my. We're dancing, Katie, we're dancing. And add the butter slowly. That wasn't very slow, was it? As well. Just mix it around with a spoon. You can see the mixture kind of coming together. try and get it well mixed in so you don't have a lot of dry bits. So you're mixing it till it kind of comes to a kind of a moist, crumbly mixture. It doesn't come together like a dough completely, but it's kind of crumbly like that. Just the last bit of butter in. So that's a cup of melted butter. It's about 6 ounces of melted butter. So there you see, it's quite moist, but it's still a little bit crumbly. That's the way you want it. So let me get our tin, and we're going to pour half the mixture into the tin. If this was Bake Off, I'd be weighing the mixture and dividing it by 2 exactly, wouldn't I, Katie? Be all professional, wouldn't I?
I think if this was Bake Off, you'd be like panicking and accidentally setting butter on fire.
Well, I could do that if you want, like. And again, when you're lining your tin, you just want a bit of paper overlapping the tin so that they'll be easy to take out later. So just flatten that down then with the back of your wooden spoon. It's half the mixture in the tin. And then you want to get a cup of raspberry jam. Now I'm going to just microwave that for about 20 seconds just to soften it up a little bit, so it'll be easy to what am I doing, Katie? For 20 seconds. And I'll get my fork then.
You're enthralled by the microwave.
I just think 20 seconds is a long time. You can use seedless or seeded raspberry jam, it doesn't matter, whichever you prefer. I have a mixture too because I ran it at a seedless one. You just want to kind of make it a little bit easier to spread. Just mix that through like that. And what you're going to do is then you're going to actually just literally put that onto your mixture here. What I'll do is I'm going to get a little spatula now and spread it out. Just get a little spatula too. Get it all out, Katie. Don't waste anything. Just spread that across the mixture. Try and get it up into the corners there. And then you just cover it with the rest of the mixture. Just press it down the back of your spoon. And then we're going to put that in the oven for about 25 minutes. I put it on the bottom shelf so it cooks nice and slow. and you take it out then when it's a nice kind of a golden, the top of it's a nice golden colour. It's about 25 minutes. I think I might actually put a timer on this time, Katie. But I nearly burnt everything I think I cooked so far. So I'm going to put that in our oven. On the bottom shelf. And for 25 minutes. Just keep an eye on it. It depends on how quick your oven cooks. It might be ready after 20. So check it after 20 minutes. And it's a nice light golden brown. You can take it out. And then, like the flapjacks we made in the last lesson, I leave that cool in the tray for about 2 hours, and then I'll put it in the fridge for about an hour. I'll take it out of the tin then and cut it into squares. And again, if you put it into a plastic container with some kitchen paper on the bottom, an airtight plastic container like this one, put some kitchen paper in the bottom, it'll keep for a week in your cupboard or up to 10 days in your fridge. So that's it.